They have a very strong and oppressive lineup again on Na'Vi. They have a Lifestealer who can be left kind of alone on an island versus a Magnus, and then they're going to probably look to be pretty active around the DP and the Pango, I'd assume.
What did you expect?
And Na'Vi straight away with the smoke. They had a good time with that first blood last game. They're going to look to do it again.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine SIBE's going to be a little more prepared for it. Last time they did get caught kind of relaxing a bit too much around dangerous areas of the map. Yeah, this time SIBE, they'll make sure that they just completely control this area. Of course, Na'Vi, they're aware that SIBE would adapt, so they're not going to make that same movement as they did as in Game 1. And they'll wait it out here on the safety of their side of the river.
This should be much more exciting. I feel like lanes look more even. Overall gameplay and everything looks more even from SIBE, because that last game, there was a couple comeback plays toward the end there, but overall it was a Na'Vi, you know, outclassed completely, or Na'Vi just dumpstering really, kind of overall across the board. So this draft definitely feels like it has more merits, and I'm looking forward to see what Pro can do if he actually has a better lane, right? Because his lane was kind of rough, and he just roamed the whole time to fix the side lane. So I want to see what type of game Pro will have on the Wind Ranger in a more normal game.
I mean, from what you saw as well in that Game 1, obviously, as we were saying before the series, you know, we've not really seen the SIBE's players before. You know, who would you say has the most potential? Obviously, it's a hard game to sort of look good in, but out of them, was there anyone that you're like, you know what, this player could pop off?
I think it could have been Pro if he just his laning. Maybe his laning phase just isn't the best, but his spellcasting and stuff was pretty cool. Like, and his knowing exactly where the farming was, right? Like he found the Lina 2 or 3 times, so maybe him, but laning is very important as a mid laner though, so.
It's an effort. Last game had a very nice time in the lane. This time around, I think, you know, could still go in his favor, especially if Zayt's is able to set up some offensive plays onto Rain Prince or Lame.
The sentry battle up top. They won it pretty hard, actually, on the side of Na'Vi. And they get the courier. Oh, my goodness. He gets the block on the small camp. He unblocks his hard camp, and they don't even lose a single sentry, and he kills the courier. Ooh. All right.
So it should be another lane where Nefrit's going to be set up for full free farm. With the control they're going to have there.
It's just very difficult to pressure this hero.
Trying to chase down Zayt's a bit, but yeah, it's not going to happen. They hit the level 2 on lane, tried to get something done with it, but it wasn't going to be the case. Bottom lane, Malady. Now going to drop the blood grenade onto him. They've got the skewer, and they've got first blood. Able to take him down, and Sunset, he'll be fine as well. She gets not close enough to punish. So first blood this time around for SIBE. On the top lane. Yeah, Nefrit and Zayt's were dancing around him. Lane getting punished early on, so both lanes taking a hit. The bigger hit being taken up top there by SIBE as they lose their carry.
Just playing any carry versus these double range, this incredible range of these two with the harassment, it's just non-stop spam. Troll suffers. Bottom lane, this is going to be the one to watch, though, for the side of SIBE. They're playing versus the Snapfire, who they can get kills on. Slow down Shigetsu a little bit, but killing the Lifestealer overall, very difficult unless they get him under tower. I say that, and he's a bit far up right now.
He's farming in a very dangerous spot here in the river. I mean, sure, it's where the creeps are, but it might cost him his life. As Class and Sunset chase him down, it's another kill for Class. I mean, without a doubt, we're going to get to see what he can do with a bit of farm this time, right? Because last game, right, Class's lane was pretty miserable while playing this Razor into the Lina carry. This time round, already been involved in 2 kills here in the first 2 minutes. Could be ready to produce big things here this game on the offlane.
Double Wraithband. All in on the laning phase just to be able to contest the CS and stuff. 2 points in Skewer also. This is the Rise build. Very cool. And yeah, Pro, much better time in the mid lane since he's playing versus the melee of the Pango. So even though Lame is going to be struggling, they are going to have a much better time in those other 2 lanes at the moment.
Yeah, way better start than game 1.
And Sunset, he's got boots already on the Rubik, which is nice. He can actually make easy rotations to mid as well if he feels the need to.
the skewer back. He's got the rage now, Shigetsu. We'll take it here at the level 3 to make sure he's got his sort of get out card for free.
Shigetsu's still taking a beating. Really just putting so much pressure onto him with these Wraith Bands. And Malady goes for a different...
He's gone back for the CS, Shigetsu! Oh, he can't do that. He can't do that. He ends up losing his life. He's got to be a bit more careful, not respecting the damage output they had. Same time up top. Na'Vi, they're going to look to try and turn here against Lame and Ryan Prince's attempt to go for Zayat. Zayat is going to be fine. So they will get the two of them out there themselves. But yeah, this bottom lane, it's starting to go pretty rough for Na'Vi.
I don't think he's giving enough respect to how much damage their right clicks are. Both times he kind of just steps up and eats extra hits. Nicely done. Malady going for a different skill build. 102, 2 points in Shredder, so varying a little bit away from Cookie.
I mean, trying to set up for these trades, but it's not easy to do. She actually needs a few more levels early on. You know, can't rely on the level 1 Feast and Ghoul Frenzy to go aggressive. Top lane, they will lose Zayats. Rain Prince able to finish him off there with the dive forward.
There we go.
They're getting the kills now on the side. Even in that top lane where things were looking a bit rough on the first few waves, you're getting a kill. Lame now starting to get decent farm. It's a million times better here from SIBE here in this game too.
And they've got good team fight and everything too, which is always going to reflect after laning phase. You know, to be able to take all those constant fights. Yeah, this is huge. Like last game, they didn't even... All the lanes were kind of completely smashed. This time around, all three are pretty okay. Yeah, Lame's getting pressured, but he's still getting CS. And they're heavily shutting down Shigetsu this time around. And they have Wind Ranger and Lifestealer versus a... Wind Ranger and Troll versus a Lifestealer, so... Good matchups. Mellow mid.
Bro. I was thinking about it. Mellow's going to be fine. He'll be bringing in a potential +1 Rain Prince. He was starting to swing over towards the mid lane, but now with the focus fire already used, not as worth of an appearance. Top lane Lame. Of course, these movements, they do try to get punished here by Na'Vi. They're going to go for Lame, knowing that he's relatively on his own. Rain Prince will be able to swing back around. Cookie forward. They'll get him. They'll not just get him, they might even get Rain as well. Dives there. Rain will be able to break away. But Na'Vi, just as they were in that last game, they're very quick to make a move when they know that the carry's on his own. Mellow in the mid, also able to play off the safety of the shield crash to get away from the attempt of Sunset and Pro.
Yeah, it looks like it's a playstyle that SIBE does. Even if their mid laner is doing well, they bring the attention to make sure that those power runes come out. Na'Vi, both games, did not bring the attention to help out their mid. So they'd rather punish side lanes on the side of Na'Vi, which it's cool to see the differences in teams, the way that they want to go for stuff like that. And you saw, I was mentioning it before the game, but Zayats, he goes Taser, even at like level 2 and 3. You saw it coming into play there, I believe, twice now on this techies.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Without that disarm, then yeah, he's losing his own life first in these trades.
Yeah.
So you're getting every little thing that makes it just a bit too awkward for SIBE in some of these fights, especially for Lame, and in their attempts to turn things around when Nefrit does go aggressive. We'll see the rotation here from Pro. Coming in on the top lane.
They pinged it out though, but he might be able to get a catch anyway.
He's just going to go straight for Nefrit. Focus fire's there. But the Cookie to try and break him away. We'll get him out of the angle of the power shot. Zayas jumps back in. I mean, Pro's trying to get in to finish off the job, but he's been caught by the Taser disarm. He's still diving forward, looking for Nefrit. Power shot's there. He'll get him. He might even get Zayas as well. He does. It's a double kill for Pro. The rotation works out perfectly despite Na'Vi's best efforts there to hold back this Wind Ranger. It doesn't work out. Pro gets the kills and he gets away.
All right, I'm glad I chose Pro as my guy to look at. That was a really nice move by him. Great dive, immediate attention onto Nefrit. 1K lead off of this laning phase, and Shigetsu, he is catching up, but they're making really good responses to be able to just play versus this movement from Na'Vi. Very nice.
In the mid.
Sunset.
They've got enough damage here with the combo, it is, and Sunset's fine. Pro.
Power rune.
It's going to be his. Malady's trying for this kill, but it's not going to happen. They can't go diving high ground right now, and they can't go on this Wind Ranger with a haste rune in the bottle. Pro's perfectly safe in this mid.
Both teams playing accordingly, though. It's got the mid and the 2 supports versus the mid and the 2 supports, and then we've got 1v1s in the side lane, so... Yeah, I feel like SIBE is very happy with the way things have come out in this laning phase.
for he's just about to hit the 6. We'll get it with these creeps, and they're bringing in, again, some heavy movements. Mellow now starting to stray away from his mid lane. The mid's definitely becoming quite a scary part of the map here for Na'Vi. Pro. Level 7. He's got the Javelin out. Smoke as well. They're going to look to try and punish Shigetsu, who is indeed at the moment on his own. And they can set up with a straight up RP if they want to. Class, he'll hold it back. He baits out the Infest. Good patience here, and with Pro's presence, I don't think there's any way out for Shigetsu. He's going to pop the Rage. He knows he can't TP. The damage is going to be too much. There's nowhere for him to run. It's going to be another kill for Pro.
Really nice stuff so far. 2-7. Shigetsu is just not having any type of place, any type of laning phase. His team's going to have to bring it back. Top, they're even setting up the defense.
Yeah, they're going to make sure that
halfway.
Na'Vi, can they actually push on to finish this tower? They're going to start looking for action beyond it. If they can find Pro, but Pro's out with a win run. Will still get tripped up by the slow and the control lift from Mellow. Nicely lined up around the twin gate. Gets in with the Rolling Thunder and will manage to seal the deal, get the kill. And with that, should be able to get the tower. So this time round, SIBE, it looked like they felt that they maybe had a chance of holding back Na'Vi, but Na'Vi, they're a little bit too strong. Nefrit and Mellow, once their ults are both up together, it's not easy for SIBE to fight into these heroes.
No, and maybe biting off a little bit more than you can chew, right? They were getting a lot done there, but Pro, he's trying to do a little too much. This time does get punished. Really nice move so far, but don't want to give up too much there. Does die top kind of for free.
Classes.
The supports. 5 on the 2 supports. Actually, all supports except for Malady. Malady's only 6 support. Kiss is online.
Rain. They're dropping the kisses for him, and they'll get him. They'll go for a cheeky little snipe here, Malady. Gets the job done.
Levels.
Now this mid tower going to start to get a bit of a tickle there. Fortification. Not going to send anyone else over right now. Classy's having a lot of space down here. Will be making good progress towards this Blink Dagger timing. It's going to come out pretty fast this game on the Magnus.
Yeah, that's going to be really important. That's going to be really huge just to protect the egg in particular, right? You see the snap trying to focus fire or something, you can get the positioning and angle as an RP. Having this wombo combo team fight's definitely going to be huge. Like just because of the way the laning phase, when you have this type of team fight, it's going to make big differences. And Troll is he's going to be able to do pretty much whatever he wants inside the jungle while his team is able to fight as 4. Yeah, very cool stuff. It looks a completely different team than last time.
Yeah, they just didn't get smashed sort of in those side lanes.
Yeah.
As they did in game 1. We see what they can get with the smoke, Na'Vi.
Yeah. And
Ghost up in tent.
Trying to snipe Sunset. They know he's the one who's just nuking the wave constantly. Zayats. He's got the angle.
Oh, they're going to go for this. This is looking like a very dead Rubik. See how hard they want to go in for the push on the tower. Half HP, they want to go for it. They'll drop the Exorcism. Can leave sort of questions for SIBE of do they want to do anything around this point? It doesn't look like they can. They're going to have to let this tower go. So Na'Vi, they are getting away with these early pushes.
But lots of farm coming out. Troll lane and the Magnus, they meet up. That's a maximum power. The Blink, I believe, is finished. So Class, he can look to join his team now and fight. Ward is placed on the high ground. They're trying to get rid of it.
And Na'Vi trying to protect it themselves.
Maybe I'm also like thinking a little bit too much into it, but I'm really curious about Malady's skill build, and maybe it's not only just because he wants to like hit this egg and stuff like that, and always wants it to be on cooldown, so it's 12 seconds on the shredder, but maybe he also doesn't want to give Rubik max scatter blast and stuff like that. This is actually kind of
I think
really
that's
interesting
true.
skill build, right? It's like it's 2 things he can do with it: kill egg constantly, always have it, and then give Rubik crappier spells. Cool.
And it did get buffed, right? Patch your
It did get buffed.
It is better. It's a surprising amount of damage that this kicks out, as you say. Numerous reasons why this feels pretty good for Malady this game.
Game state nice and quiet though. I feel like SIBE is very happy with this. You're sitting back. Yeah, you lost your mid, you lost your top tower, but your Troll's getting to just, play Troll. He's just going to hit it, hit creeps with Empower.
Get
his timings.
Are you a fan of this nowadays? Still the Battle Fury, even though you have Empower? You think? What's your thoughts on that?
Lately, I've been, Mjolnir being changed up. I've been a little bit more about it, but having the mana regen and everything versus some Battle Furies is still so necessary usually. So, I don't know. I ain't a carry player.
Yeah, I mean, and I am, and I'll be buying 2 Battle Furies and getting empowered, so, you know. I'm all for it. Class, he's going to go for it. He'll get the RP off. They catch Mellow. They're popping the Supernova. Can they actually kill him? Mellow's up to the high ground. He's actually going to be able to walk away from all of this.
Uh-oh.
A painful attempt there from SIBE. A couple of ultimates. They don't get their job done, and Mellow, he gets out alive.
How many heroes did he hit with that shield crash, too? That barrier felt like it was permanent. Survives, what, 4 seconds or something of a focus fire quite easily. Scurry himself away. Diffusal's done. That's your big reveal. That's your blink on your Magnus. That's your ultimates as well. Nefrit's got his ult. Nefrit's got Shiva's at the ready. That hurts quite a bit there. Pro's still farming, though, so that's a good thing. But you just, now it's Na'Vi. They can make a move without having to worry about those ults.
Definitely a bit of a breather there for Na'Vi on the timings. They're ready to go straight away again. Yeah, Exorcism's up.
Absolutely.
They know there's this window.
No RP. You can take over at least a triangle here.
They'll get a quick freebie on Sunset.
And they can just transition it into bottom tower. If they'd like to.
I've seen Pro here. Not really ready to dive yet, though. Gotta bring the creeps round first. Nefrit's gonna get that sorted hit for Na'Vi.
Oh, I think they saw Pro go up a little further, though. That ward they have behind tower. They hear the Lotus is Zayat. He's on the hunt.
Indeed. I mean, you bang on. They had the ward. Pro didn't expect it.
Oh, what a play. He's Zayat. He did the thing, too. He puts the taser on himself, dispels the wind run with it, so can't even zoom away. He's even putting extra points into taser.
Shigetsu nearly finds himself a bit of a free one, and yeah, they will set up for that. Mellow's able to snipe it with the swashbuckle. Things starting to fall a little out of control here for SIBE. They've got to slow things back down, and Na'Vi's speeding up. Another tower to be taken.
All it takes is a couple mistakes here for a team like Na'Vi to punish. RP whip, the Phoenix Egg, not getting these type of kills, and things accelerating quickly. A mech now finished up formality, too. Starting to get quite a lot on the map.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And they're just continuing to control these areas, too. I mean, Zayats, we just continue to see him. Yeah, 3 points now in the taser. A couple mines set up also to control this area. Class.
They're going to go for it. They're in with a jump. There's not a chance for the mag. A quick, swift kill there from Na'Vi.
Just easier for them to set up. The techies just has to jump in. They have a couple follow-up. For the side of SIBE, them making plays, it's kind of them having to commit into a full fight with an RP and stuff. They can't do these type of quick little pickoffs. Their lineup just doesn't really do that unless it's the Wind Ranger going for solo pickoffs herself. Next 2 moments, definitely awkward if this Magnus gets picked off once or twice more. I don't think he can really show himself too much on the lanes. He has to be more careful as this mag.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he wants to get the echo done at least first, but yeah, I think you're right. I don't know if it's even necessary. If they just make good plays around his Blink Dagger, they're strong. The team fight is very good here from SIBE.
Yeah, I think they should try to rely on it. And just be careful about making him initiate also. That's the other thing, too, is these Magnuses. He might have to do some type of weird counter-initiation to follow up on an egg or something. So we'll see how they execute the fight. It's a little complicated. Navi's is much simpler to kind of just go.
I mean, Navi's going to know something's up with his mines being set up. And Class is going for it. He's pretty far from the team. And now the Rolling Thunder's come in. Shigetsu's in on top of Class. Class is gone. The Thunder angle there, perfect for Mellow. It's just not coming together the way that SIBE would hope for. I mean, Class saw something there, but it very much felt like they were a bit on a different page, as he was not near the rest of the team. They do at least get Zayats, but it's 3 dead. And yes, these ults once again, the RP being dropped for nothing.
It felt incredibly forced. That's why it's like, I was trying to I'm trying to like think a way that they want to initially like start a fight. It's like I don't want to really see the mag like blink skewer kind of like that in a way. Their damage has to be. I'm trying to find a way to like properly phrase it, I guess, like that. Like mag doesn't want to be the first one to go, kind of in this way, unless they have the Wind Ranger perfectly in position for the focus fire. But most of the times, I feel like mag wants to be the like secondary one, where Rubik or Phoenix wants to try to do something like poke and prod and force something, and then mag follows up when they group. I think him jumping like that is. When you're playing versus this type of team, they're not going to stack, right? So, got to be careful these next few moments. I mean, that's now, feels like 6 minutes or so where Navi's completely taken over everything. 6 or 7 minutes.
SIBE, I mean, I imagine they'll just try and go again when... Classes up in 30 seconds, they can make a move once more with the RP. It's level 2 at least.
Maybe you just bring Lame. He's going for Aghanims, so he's going for a more early fighty kind of build. So maybe, yeah, when you've got this next RP, bring this Troll. Look to go for the fight and stuff like that, but... Still not the easiest fight in the world for Lame. There's tasers, there's a lot of different ways to strip him up. But they are going to try it, so items are online. There's the Ags for Troll.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Not the RP, unfortunate indeed from Lame.
And now, here comes Mello.
I mean, Mello's going for him. He's got Shigetsu already inside him with the Infest. Class, he had a good start, a good couple of kills, a good lane. But this mid-game, it's been a rough one on the Magnus.
It's crumbling. That one I will never blame at all for that one. You know, it's an illusion. He got tripped up. And that was the right way to do the initiation. He had the Wind Ranger there, right? So they had the burst if they get it right away, but... Yeah, it was an illusion. That hurts.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Exo back up in 2 seconds. Where does Navi want to go with it? Roche is available if they want to commit to the bottom side of the map. Top tower is getting a little low, though, so we'll see where Nefert wants to go. And the Lifestealer, he is doing the build. So as kind of anticipated versus a Troll and a Wind Ranger, yeah, you get your Aghanims very, very early on. They try to go on you, you just jump inside of them, disarm them, don't have to worry about trance, don't have to worry about, yeah, focus fire, etc. Been seeing this a lot more. Mello again mid.
They're going to get the jump on a Class. The kisses are coming in.
Stolen Infest.
I mean, it will give him that HP boost and does allow him to get out of there.
Okay. I feel like I keep seeing Clash showing, though, right? Another time he's like farming the mid lane for a second rather than kind of hiding. I know it's like he probably wants to get that little bit of extra farm and stuff, but if he shows, there's no playmaking on the map.
For the
Navi does identify that.
There will always be the chance of the high ground skewers.
Always. Always.
Now, last game it was on Sunset to make the tosses. This game it's going to be on Class to make the skewer backs.
Similar strat from Navi, though. Can secure every single Roshan. Feels like they can secure most of the team fights if they're the one, if Mello's able to get his spells off and follow up every time, which most of them he has. 5-0 and 7 so far in this Bango. And they still have vision top, so I believe that they saw almost all of the heroes from SIBE set up in that top lane. Oh, that's a nice one. Mello actually gets the shard from the Tormentor. Guess his teammates had already purchased it. The techies had already bought it up with the max taser build. Yeah, wow.
Super close with Basher as well.
Yep, very farmed. It's going to be very nice versus the Wind Ranger and Troll.
A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure on Class. Has to come in with his perfect ults for the high ground.
Man, this is really interesting. This is really, I'm just like, you know, Zayats is like the techies master. I really like techies, so I'm just like watching and learning and stuff too. And just, this is cool with the max taser. I don't think I've seen it very often, so. It's very debilitating versus a troll and a Wind Ranger. You know, you're just getting your Wind Run dispelled off. You're just getting disarmed constantly. It's annoying. How's levels on Phoenix looking in particular? Still only 11. So level 1 egg, it's still just gonna disappear to the snap. Navi feeling a bit more comfortable. Looks like to just kind of chill. Getting some farm. EXO gonna be back up in 20. I mean, they're not really getting pressured when their big spell is on cooldown. So EXO back up in 20. Looks like Nefrit's making the call to make the move top. So I'm just unable to find an opportunity to punish the EXO being down.
I could look to, I mean, I guess go for the tier 2 bottom next, Na'Vi. I mean, they are also strong enough they do want to just try and push for one of the high grounds on this lane, but feeling in no rush with the lead that they have.
All right, Navi now looking to pressured. EXO ready, all their items good. Ags on Lifestealer. They've got the scan. It hits right on top of lane. His BKB's not ready. Oh, they see him. They have surrounded him.
They've got him. No way out of this for lane.
The absolute perfect positioning that they could find. And Nefrit's already even shoving the mid.
I mean, they had a better early game this game, but outside of that, not really been what they need from SIBE. Sunset, he's getting over under the tier 3. TPs are starting to come in, but they can't save this Rubik. High ground push time it is here with the ghost out.
Alright.
Oh, he's going to try. Doesn't actually get the skewer. Does scare the BKB out of Nefrit either way. Pro, keep over the focus fire as you get to, but he's going to be held at distance. Won't manage to finish off the attempt. I mean, we're seeing again, Classy's lining up for another Blink Skewer play. But Na'Vi, they're not going to give it to him. They're just out of there.
They're smart. They don't want to, no BKB on Death Prophet, EXO ending. They'll back it up to a more defensive position. Now in this first pick Rubik, the laning phase, like you said, it was all good and all, but that's a long time ago, and I'm feeling the concern I had of just a first pick Rubik. There's just nothing going on. No way to force plays. It feels like Class feels like it's all up to him to make the catch happen as this Magnus. And it's nothing against the player, nothing against Sunset or anything. It's just sometimes this hero, I feel like I see this a lot.
Now maybe with this Blink. Those are the big steals. Big steals, big plays. I think you get sort of Stolen Exorcism or Rolling Thunder. Combo that up with a lead in from Class on the Magnus.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's gonna make that team fight even stronger.
I mean, if he could ever get a Rolling Thunder, it would be absolutely amazing, obviously. If he can like get it to protect an egg or something like that, that could be game-changing. But unlikely with the way that Navi's playing. And Navi, back to bottom. Exorcism not quite up, but feeling like they can start forcing the issue a bit here. We'll give up a cookie. Class waiting for an opportunity.
Navi's happy to fight this, I think. SIBE. It's got to be a big RP from Class. Class.
They see him.
They've got vision. Yeah, the kisses are coming in. The silence as well. He's not going to get the chance to do it, Class. As he's out. SIBE on the retreat. Nefrit trying their best to chase in. Trying to block off SIBE's attempt to get back towards the safety of their base. And Pro, he's trying to stand his ground against Shigetsu. But does he get away with this trade? Shigetsu's getting low. He's not even going to get him. Shigetsu's going to live. Pro goes all in. Does not get the kill. And inside the base, Mellow, he's also been able to pick up the Phoenix. Rain Prince goes down. It's 4 dead on SIBE.
And that's that. And not even a fight being able to be made. They see Class, and again, he's trying. The poor lad, he has to be the one to jump and start the fight because he doesn't have anyone else to do it. And that's just, it's never a good sign for a Magnus when he has to be the one to force the issue like that. He just gets caught immediately again. Just like last game, Na'Vi. Not the way that it started, of course, but the way that it's cleaning up. Maybe even more one side than the last one.
Class. I mean, that's a quick reaction there with the Yule Scepter. They just jump back in upon him as Class is gone. Nefrit more than ready with the counterplay of that Yule's. But they'll start taking the mid-racks. We'll see the buyback from Class. Maybe now they can make something happen here, SIBE. Time forward. Gonna set up onto Nefrit. Looking for the RP. He gets caught by the swashbuckle bash.
Caught again.
Oh, he's not going to find it again this time. As there's a dieback on Class.
Infested.
Triple. I mean, this game's going to be over. No buybacks on the 3 of them. Na'Vi, they're able to take the mid-racks. And almost certainly more here as they walk themselves towards this 2-0. And there it is. GG is called. Na'Vi will take this series 2-0. SIBE, they definitely had some strong points, but not enough. Not enough. This second game, just going downhill completely. The first game, they had a nice little bit of a teaser of a comeback. Outside of that, though, this series, it was all Na'Vis.
Yeah, not Nefrit in particular. Probably my MVP. Maybe not making it